Hey everyone, I'm on a plane. Isn't that exciting? I have some snacks and there's a TV here on the back of the seat to watch some shows and oh, we are taking off. I'll see you in the air. Hey, I'm back. I've eaten some snacks and spent some time looking out the window. Oh, I love to fly. So I thought this trip would be a perfect time to watch a documentary show I love. And this episode is all about airplanes. Great timing, huh? I realized this was the perfect example of our final text structure, problem and solution. So I printed a transcript to read along. A problem and solution text presents a challenge or issue and then a way to address or solve it. I'll show you the video and we can listen closely for the signal words the documentary writer uses to show us the connections between the problems and their solutions.
For centuries, humans dreamed of flying like birds. But the problem was that making that dream a reality wasn't easy. Early inventors faced significant challenges in trying to achieve human flight. One major problem inventors faced was creating lift, the force needed to keep an aircraft in the air. Birds fly because of the shape of their wings, which generate lift. Early inventors, inspired by birds, initially tried to mimic or copy their wings. However, this approach led to another issue. Simply copying bird wings wasn't enough, because birds are made to fly. Their wings constantly flap and need muscle power, flexibility, and more. Human flight required something different. The solution came with the invention of the airfoil, a wing shape with a curved top and flatter bottom, which allowed planes to generate lift to get off the ground.
Let's stop here for a second. Do you notice how the documentary is teaching us about a problem, like how early inventors tried to mimic how birds fly, followed by a solution, like the invention of a specific type of wing design? The text is helping us make the connections between the obstacles the inventors faced and how they overcame them. There are phrases that help us notice this, like one major problem, or this led to another issue, and the solution came. You can underline these phrases in the transcript too. Let's keep watching and listening for more words and phrases that signal problems and solutions.
Another challenge was stability and control. Early flying machines were often wobbly and hard to steer. To solve this problem, the Wright brothers added control surfaces, parts on the wings and tail that allowed pilots to steer the plane. Their solution, called wing warping, was key to keeping the aircraft stable and making flight safe.
Ooh, so the inventors of early flying machines faced another obstacle, that their machines were wobbly and hard to steer. Did you catch the solution? Pause here and take a close look at the transcript for this part of the documentary. Underline the problem faced by the inventors. Then, circle the solution. I noticed that a challenge of early flight was stability and control, since the flying machines were wobbly and hard to steer. The Wright brothers solved this problem. They added movable parts on the wings and tails in a system called wing warping. This helped pilots steer the plane and made flying stable and safe. All right, let's keep going.
Power was also a significant challenge. Even with the right wing shape, an aircraft needed a powerful engine to stay in the air. Early engines were too heavy or not strong enough to lift the planes. The Wright brothers solved this problem by designing a lightweight, gasoline-powered engine. This solution provided the necessary power to keep their flyer in the air. Planes changed the game. They made it possible to fly across the world, allowing people to travel faster and easier than ever before. And they connected distant places and people from those places, creating a truly global community.
So interesting. Okay, pause here and write the problem and solution the author presented in this paragraph. Did you notice how the author said that airplanes need powerful engines to stay in the air, but early engines were either too heavy or not strong enough? That was a major problem. But the Wright brothers had an idea for this one too. They designed a lightweight gasoline-powered engine that provided the necessary power for their flying machine. What a great solution! When authors use this text structure, you might notice words like issue, challenge, difficulty, or obstacle to signal the problem, and words like solution, fix, resolve, or answer to point out the solution. These words guide us, showing how the problem connects to the solution. This structure is pretty handy, right? It clearly shows us the specific challenges inventors faced with flying and how they overcame each obstacle. By understanding the problems and their solutions, we can better appreciate the journey from merely dreaming about flight to actually achieving it. So, when else might an author use this structure? Do you have any ideas? You'll often find the problem and solution structure in informational texts, just like the documentary we watched. Authors use it to explain how historical figures, scientists, or engineers overcame big challenges. It's also common in persuasive writing, when someone wants to convince you of the best way to solve an issue, like presenting the problem of pollution and then suggesting solutions, like recycling more. And don't forget about procedural texts, like instructions for fixing something. They often start with a problem, like your computer won't turn on, and then guide you through some solutions, like check if it's plugged in. Pause here to write down any other ideas you might have for this text structure. All right, we've done it. That was our final text structure. As readers, now we know that authors can organize their writing in different ways to help us understand their ideas. Whether it's descriptive, chronological, comparing and contrasting, showing cause and effect, or presenting a problem and solution, each structure gives us a unique way to see the information. And by looking out for signal words, we can easily spot the connections the author wants us to make. And from reading, we've learned about the amazing airplane, another important invention.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we start our descent, please make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position.
And speaking of planes, it looks like this one is about to land. See you on the ground. Safely back on the ground. Oh, did I even tell you why I was on that plane to begin with? Well, I'm on a trip to visit the Museum of Everyday Objects. Remember that comment from a viewer who said their dad thought the wheel was the most important invention? I'm hoping this visit will help us learn more about inventions and form our own opinion. It's going to be so cool to explore the amazing things we use every day and discover the echoes of the past that they carry with them. Until next time, keep reading and keep working on those goals.
Hey, hey.